Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
How's everybody doing this morning? We are live again. It is
Tuesday.
Just playing around over here. It's Tuesday, the day after Monday, the day before Wednesday. We're going to wait for some people to come in. Okay, as you're trickling in, please put your name in the chat box if you're in the Facebook community. And go ahead, please, and throw a hashtag live. Throw a hashtag live. And if you're watching later, go ahead and throw a hashtag replay. Thank you. Okay, we have a special guest this morning. Her name is Kellie. I'm not sure if she's on yet. If she is, just put your name in the chat box, please. And we're going to bring her up shortly to give her experience working with Danielle. Okay, so she's lost over 17 pounds in 2 months and taken 3.5 inches off her chest. She's going to waist. I'm sorry. She's going to talk a little bit about what it's like, what her hesitations were working with us, what she was able to accomplish working with us, and what the future looks like for her moving forward. So if that sounds exciting for you, hello, Anna, please stay tuned. Again, in addition to that, we will be talking about slow and steady weight loss because she did it over gradually, excuse me, which is what we teach a lot of you guys to do.
Yes, she initially lost a lot, like a pretty significant amount because she lost water weight, of course, in the beginning. And, gradually over the past 2 months, she's lost anywhere between 1 and 2 pounds most weeks. Like every week she lost, actually. Some weeks a little more than others, but always at least a pound every week. And she just stayed consistent, and she was having, well, I'll let her speak about it when she comes on, about her process.
Yes, awesome. So I want you guys to right now go ahead and tag anyone who you feel needs to be on this training. Go ahead and tag them right now, please. So tag anyone who you feel can get value from today's live training, which is going to be sustainable weight loss, and listening to Kellie speak about her progress. So tag anybody who you feel needs to be here. Number one. Number two, okay, I don't see enough of this. I got to see more of it. So I'm going to remind you guys now, and then I'll remind you guys again later at the end of the training. I want you guys to post your biggest takeaway inside the private Facebook community. Let us know what you're learning from each of these trainings. I saw Anna do it last night. I want to see more people getting involved in posting their biggest takeaways from each of these live trainings. Doesn't have to be a Megillah. Something short will do. But let us know that you're listening and giving us what you're understanding so we can see it. In addition, when you do that, any challenge we run, like the one we're currently running, it's going to qualify you to win the grand prize. So we're watching to see who is commenting and posting. And we want you to post your biggest takeaway, not just comment it under the live, but post it. Okay? Sound good, everybody? If it sounds good, drop some fire in the chat box, please, right now before we get started. And we'll make this quick. Then we'll get Kellie on. All right? Okay. So, why is weight loss challenging for busy parents? Demands of lack of time for self-care, difficulty in balancing work, family, and personal health goals. So we speak about this a lot for busy parents, balancing different things. We're always very busy. We use time as an excuse, right? So when the pain gets great enough, when we actually have to lose weight, like some of us in here, we look for quick weight loss things to do. Fads, drinks, fasts, pills. Anyone in here has done any of those? Put it in the chat box, please, by saying the word me. Don't be embarrassed. Creams. Okay? So gadgets, anything like that, trying to quick up the time. Excuse me. As you can clearly see in the picture here, fat takes up more space in the body than muscle. These are both 1 pound. When you lose weight quickly, you're not really losing body fat. You're losing water weight. It takes 3,500 calories to remove that 1 pound of fat that you just saw that's taking up more space in the body than muscle is.
Right. A deficit of 3,500 calories.
Excellent. All right. Good. So No quick fixes. Set realistic goals, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one we always speak about. Don't look to lose 30 pounds in 1 month. It's not realistic. Look to lose 1 to 2 pounds of body fat per week. Some weeks you may realize the scale moving. Some weeks you may not. Don't get discouraged. Stay consistent and positive, and I promise you and reassure you the results will come. All right? Okay, next. Let's move them through them quickly. You can break down your goals into smaller ones. That's what we always tell people. And focus on progress, not perfection. Okay? Don't look for perfection. You're never going to be perfect. Slow and steady wins the race. Prioritize self-care. Right? Plan your meals. Meditate. This is one we talk about a lot. If you're struggling out there, losing weight, there's some people in here that we've helped in the past and still currently. They're not on now. But I've asked them, what do you think is the number one contributor to your weight loss? And they said the meditation routine you gave us. So meditation and self-care is huge because mindset has a lot to do with your weight gain and weight loss. Sound good, everybody? Good. Next. Sustainable dietary changes. Emphasize whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and limit junk food. We all know what that is. Let's try to avoid them and start eating more whole foods. That's what Kellie was doing and has been doing lately, and that's how one of the ways she's lost the weight. Okay? Physical activity. Start getting active. Start training weights. Do cardio. Start doing something. It won't happen by itself. All right? Seek support and accountability. Doing it by yourself, we always say, is very challenging. Okay? And celebrate your non-scale victories. Reward yourself. Anyone go for massages in here? Anyone take care of themselves in here? Prioritize self-care? What do you guys do for yourself as far as like making yourself feel good? How do you celebrate your accomplishments? What do you do when you hit a milestone? Anyone? I know there's not a lot of people on today. Anyone? Okay? So slow and steady wins the race. Remember, set realistic goals, prioritize self-care, make it sustainable, and you can achieve your weight loss goals while balancing your busy lifestyle as a parent, just like Kellie did, and she's going to describe now how. So I didn't want to make this a long training. I wanted to keep it nice, short, and brief and not get into everything too much. Just give you a synopsis of how it's done and some of the stuff that she's going to probably discuss with you now. She's going to need the link to get on. So let's send her the link. So copy. How's everybody doing this morning? Put it in the chat box. I'm sending you the link now, Kellie, to get on. If you guys have any questions or comments currently about this topic or anything regarding health and fitness, please put it in the chat box. Great. Awesome. Just waiting for Trainer Eyes to upload here so we can send you the message. Sorry about that. Man, this computer thing can test your patience, ladies and gentlemen, when the wheel spins, the buffering thing. Ooh, it drives me nuts. Okay, Kellie. Here you are. Paste. And send it off. Just click on that link, please. And that'll take you into the room to get on stage with us and share a little bit with the media, what it was like, what it is now, and where you're looking to go from here. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen, about sustainable weight loss? Any questions about health and fitness while Kellie gets on? There's 2 people live on right now in the challenge. Anna is one of them. Who's the other one? Put your name in the chat box. And I see Anu 2911. You don't see the link? Is that her? Ron no. What link? What link you trying? What link you trying to see? Tell me. I sent you a link in Trainerize, Kellie. In Trainerize. In your message box. Ron. What's up, Ron? What link are you looking for, man? Anu, what's your name again, please? I forget. All right. Hello, Kellie. We're going to bring you on stage.
Sorry, I was trying to get it on my computer, but it doesn't support the...
You're mute. Let's see. No, she's not muted. Why aren't we hearing her?
Is it my earphone?
There we go.
Good morning, Kellie. How are you?
Morning. Hello.
How's it going?
Thank you for joining.
Good. Sorry, I was trying to get on my computer and it doesn't support the... I have a Mac, so I don't think the browser works.
Oh. Okay. You mean with the link we sent you?
Yeah, it doesn't support Safari, so I didn't have anything else. I just went on my phone.
Okay. All right. Cool. Good to know that. So, how are you this morning?
Good. I think I got a weird sun in the background.
I see the glare. It's sunny out.
Yeah, I don't want to complain about it.
So, welcome. We brought you on here. We know you made some accomplishments over the past couple of months. We wanted to kind of hear it in your own words, describing a little bit about what it was like before you came on, some hesitations about getting on, especially to an online program, and working with us over the past couple of months. What you've learned, what your experience has been, and what your vision is like moving forward. So we can hear, and the crowd can hear a little bit about what it's like to lose weight as a busy parent.
I mean, it feels good. It takes patience, I think, and it's hard to be patient, when you feel like you're working hard and while, 1 pound a week or whatever it came out to is good. It's still, you really want to see that, like, ooh, on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to look at that sometimes, be like, oh,
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And not look forward like, oh, I've got this much more to go. But
right, which is why we try and focus on small goals instead of looking at the big number that you have to lose, because it can seem overwhelming. But when you break it down into smaller goals, and we try to lose a couple of pounds a week, and then you achieve that, you can be proud of that. And then, as you can see, over time, you lost close to 20 pounds in 2 months. So
yeah, the challenge was definitely a good, kickstart.
Mm-hmm.
I think I lost 9 on that, so, or 11, something like that. So that was a great kickstart. And it already had me in like the gears to go, so I didn't want to skip any time. I just wanted to keep going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then like you started to realize that it starts to slow down a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it could be frustrating slowing it down, because you're used to seeing 7, 8, 9 go right off the bat. And then it starts to be like a half a pound, a pound. And you start to think to yourself, am I really doing things right? Is this the way it's really supposed to go? But really think about yourself and think about your life. Not just you, Kellie, everyone out there, including myself. How long did it take you to put on the weight? Did it happen in 2 months? Most
I
likely.
mean, it would have kept going up definitely if I didn't do something about it. So
Right.
that was definitely the drive.
The drive, that the fear, the concern of it possibly getting worse. So
Yeah.
you put a stop in its track. You were fearful about your future, possibly about your health, and you decided to take action.
Yeah, and I think the opportunity, came around the bend and I was like, I have to take this. This has to happen. So I think you definitely, I know you guys talk about mindset a lot. I think that I definitely was in the right mindset at that point, and I was like, I got to do this no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you come on the lives, you come on, the coaching calls, you stay accountable, you do your check-ins, you're following the plan. And I know, like, you've expressed concern to me about only losing a pound or so at a time. I told you, hang in there, stay patient. You're right. You're going to
Yeah.
see it's a process. And you can see, I mean, like we said, almost 20 pounds lost in a couple of months. And if you didn't do this, there's a good chance you would have went up in weight
Oh
instead of
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Like,
That's the path you were on.
what are some of the advantages, would you say, or possibly like doing it the way you're doing it now versus trying to have done it on your own?
I mean, I'm always like, I was always a little bit of a gym or exercise goer. So that wasn't like, I know a lot of people have kind of a anxiety of going into a gym or doing things that they don't know. And I kind of had a little bit of experience with it. I didn't have the accountability. I didn't have someone that was like, did you go to the gym? How did you do? What did you do today? I didn't have that. So I really could walk in and do anything and then
Mm.
leave and be like, I went to the gym.
Mm.
So having something to follow, something that specifically worked out, legs or arms or just following a pattern and a routine and maybe from someone that knew what they were doing more than I did.
Mm. To kind of take that guesswork out, save you time, and also ensure that you're doing things properly and correctly, so you could go on about your day doing the things that's important for your life, right? Focusing on the other stuff that's important in your life, and know that this part of your life, all you have to do is just follow instructions.
Yeah.
And slowly over time, you'll get to where you need to get. You don't have to do anything else. All you have to do is just follow instructions. And you're learning things along the way by coming on these lives and joining in.
Yeah, and that was definitely part of it, having something to go in with because I would figure it out myself and sometimes get there and be like, oh, what am I doing? And so to be able to be like, oh, this is what I have, get this done, go on with my day.
And,
And if you have any questions, you could always watch the video
Yep.
and, see how to perform the exercise or ask us what you have.
it's very easy for self-doubt to kick in, especially when weight loss slows down, because we can easily try to convince ourselves, especially if we're like not motivated, because we're more motivated when we see more results. When we see fewer results, we start to get a little bit less motivated, and that could possibly make us not want to go to the gym as much or not eat as healthy as much. So we start to kind of like self-doubt ourselves and say, is this really working? Am I really doing things the right way? Am I doing this properly? Should I even go to the gym? And why even bother? And it slowly starts to turn into this like convincing yourself, if you're by yourself, that you don't need to do it or that you're okay or whatever the story is that you tell yourself. But being in with us and speaking about it and going back and forth with Danielle, you're mirroring your thoughts, and we're being able to see some of those thoughts and give you some feedback on it. And then you can see some of the stuff that you're possibly saying to yourself, bringing it out in the open. And that's helping you, it sounds like, stay more accountable, knowing you're going in there, doing things the right way, taking out the guesswork. Yeah, sometimes it could be frustrating. Wouldn't we all love to see 5 pounds a week gone? Of course. Of course we would. But again, we have to remember we didn't put it on that quickly either. It took a while to put it on. It's a steady process. 3,500 calories, again, ladies and gentlemen, is 1 pound. We saw how much that 1 pound of fat looks like in the body. So losing 5 of those is pretty significant. Like it moves from different parts of the body.
And it's easier to get 3,500 calories in us than to get it off us.
Exactly.
You know, it's not that hard to consume 3,500 calories.
Very good point.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about, you know, even whatever you lose, 5 pounds, if you pick up a 5-pound weight, that's what you were carrying around before.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, you know, I think that's a good thing to like look at.
Yeah.
An analogy. Absolutely. That's a great analogy to look at. 100%. 100%. So we're excited for you. You know, you're still on this. We're still doing it. And in a couple of more months, I'm sure if you continue doing what you're doing, you're going to see more weight loss, more definition, and more knowledge and more motivation and more confidence, right? With equipment, right? Because you were able to actually do this, and you're a person that you have experience with working out. And now
I was in there, definitely. I mean, I wasn't overly succeeding, but I was in there.
You have an idea. You have
yeah.
an idea, right? And having a plan in front of you was helpful for you to be able to follow along and just make sure you're doing things properly and correctly. Yeah. And we put these live videos out in case you're making mistakes with the exercises, so we can teach you the most common mistakes people make as beginners, as intermediates, so you just take that guesswork out for you.
And one of the things when you guys were talking about what do you reward yourself with, this weekend, I know you guys are local, but to me, but there's a place called Bellworks, and they had a wellness festival, or I don't know if it's a festival, whatever you want to call it. And the stretch lab was there. Mm-hmm. And I got to do one of the sessions. If anyone has a stretch lab near them, it was fantastic.
Really? No,
yeah.
I'm considering it actually myself.
Yeah, they really just get those places that you can't. you
Ooh.
Can't.
Awesome. Stretch lab in the house. For
That's
sure.
a good way to reward yourself, for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Good one, Kelly. 100%. That's a really good one. Sauna, steam rooms, massages, stretching, stretch lab. Going to a place to get stretched out. Very comforting, very, very soothing, very relaxing. Yes.
Yoga class, meditation classes.
Excellent. Very, very good. Very good. So thank you for coming on, Kelly.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Really, really appreciate it. It was very helpful. And I'm sure you and Danielle will be in touch over the next couple of few days or whatnot. And if you're in the crowd listening and you're similar to Kelly, I hope she was inspirational to you. You know, she is busy and she still gets it done. She's not just sitting around the home doing nothing all day, right? She is busy with her own life, but she was still managed to get it done. And so could you. So I hope her story inspired you.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
All right.
Good work.
Yep. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye. Bye. So, ladies and gentlemen, there we are. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't look for fast weight loss. Okay. It could definitely be done, even if you're a busy parent or you don't know how to do workouts, or you're not familiar with equipment in the gym, or you don't know what foods to eat. We teach you how to do all that. Okay. And you could simply do that if you're on Instagram and you need help, right? And you want to be able to access some of this stuff for free. You could just click the link in our bio and it'll take you to our Facebook community. And that will give you access to a lot of these live trainings that we do daily. It's recorded, so you can go back and listen to them. And if you're watching later on this, go ahead and throw a hashtag replay. Okay? Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, hope you had a great one. Hope this brought some great value to you. All right? We love having you. And we will see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our next live. We'll have a topic for you, so be ready. And in addition, again, if you're watching now or later, and you're up to this point, please post your biggest takeaway from this live training. What did you learn? We discussed some things. In a nutshell, go ahead and post it inside the private Facebook community so we could see you're getting value and you could score points on winning prizes in the challenges. Sound good? Excellent, everybody. Till next time.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.